Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, as if you thought this was not over. So, it seems to be a lot of things that are happening in a lot of the schools, and it's not just in California either. Unfortunately, there are a lot of schools that have a lot of issues. So, we have one school in particular here. It's an elementary school. Teachers that dress up as Trump's proposed border wall and Mexicans for Halloween. Very offensive. And so no, this is not a joke, not a game. Elementary school teachers did this. So this is by a Joel Goldstein out of The People. And so this is really sad because these are not Halloween costumes, people dressing up in black, whatever you want to. So, an elementary school in Idaho has received major backlash after several teachers wore offensive costumes for Halloween and posted the images on social media. Why are these people doing these things? They're not only posting things about Black people in blackface, but they're also posting things about people in the Latin community. And here it is. And it's happening with school teachers. What's up with this? So this is really sad, and this is true, and this is happening. And so that just goes to show you what's going on in the world today. So let me get into this article and continue. So, an elementary school in Idaho has received major backlash after several teachers wore an offensive costume for Halloween and posted the images all over social media. At least a dozen teachers at Heights Elementary School in Middleton dressed up for an annual holiday as the proposed border wall and Mexican stereotypes. Sick, sick, sick. In the photos that were originally posted to the school district's Facebook page. Why? Racism is getting much bolder, but have since been deleted now because of backlash. The teachers who were dressed up as the border wall or the wall are seen standing inside the classroom behind large pieces of cardboard decorated as bricks with a "Make America Great Again" written across with red, white, and blue letters. And I'm going to show you. Very, very, very tasteless and offensive and horrible for people to do things like this with what is going on. And once again, this was in Idaho. So as for those dressed as Mexicans, the teachers wore rainbow ponchos and sombreros and carried maracas around. Some sported stick on mustache, making them look like they had mustaches, while another wore a dress with cones on her head resembling a piñata, and the woman in the center of the photo wore a sombrero that has the word Mexican on it written across her brim. And so you see this right here. This is just out and right. They're not hiding it anymore, people. Hispanic, Latin culture, wake up. You see what's going on. Look at what's happening here. You got people that you thought it was just one or two groups, but yeah, they're making fun of a lot of people of color. And so this is an outright thing now. So KGW says the teachers created the offensive group costumes as a team building activity. Oh, wow. After the photo went viral, the district superintendent, Dr. Josh Middleton, issued a statement in the video, also posted on Facebook, explaining that he wanted to express his sincerest and deepest apology for the costumes, according to KGW. I was shown those photos and was deeply troubled by the decision of our staff members to wear those costumes that are clearly insensitive and inappropriate. Wow, you think? These are coming from people at schools, people. I've been warning you about the racism that goes on in these school districts, and it's not just in California. So this is pretty much backing up and validating what I've been saying all along, that it's very prevalent in these schools. So it goes on to explain that I was shown the photos, and he was deeply troubled by the decision of the staff members to wear the costumes that were clearly insensitive and inappropriate. He said in the video, explaining that he discovered the images on a Thursday night after a parent complained of seeing it. And so we are better than this, he said. We embrace all students, the superintendent said. We have a responsibility to teach and reach all students, period. The superintendent later issued a statement on the district's website explaining an investigation was underway, like they did with the woman that wore the blackface and posted it all over social media. But this is really outright bold, because they're not even outside at a party. They're what looks like they're in the school library doing this. This is actually at the school. You can see the lettering on the background where it looks like it's a school setting. So these people, they're not at a party outside of the school campus. They're actually at the school doing this. Wow, this is bold. Telling you they're emboldened now. So it goes on to say that the superintendent later issued the statement on the district website explaining that an investigation is underway, and shared his hopes of the review being completed on Monday. The district as a whole is receiving publicity that is judging the school and the community on the events of the afternoon into a negative broad generalization, he wrote on the website. I know we're better than that literal snapshot. Literal snapshot. It looks like they took several pictures of this. The superintendent claimed that the teachers did not intend on upsetting anyone with their costumes. Wow. Do I think there was a malicious intent in this poor decision? No, I don't, he told KGW. Was there a poor judgment involved? Absolutely. So now our work begins in looking into the matter and learning from this and changing behind it. Now, you know, these teachers are not going to be fired for this. They didn't do anything to a student. They didn't do anything to harm kids. Each and every one of them probably will have, like, they'll have a meeting, a staff meeting, and they will talk about what they can do to not do this ever again. But each of them pretty much has their jobs. There's no threat of losing position. Now our work begins into looking into the matter and learning from this and changing, he continued. And again, being the school we can be, the school district we know we can be, rather than what was displayed on Thursday. So it is not clear at this time whether the teachers who have yet to be publicly identified will be fired or disciplined for their actions. I would bet they might be more disciplined, and there may be some, maybe a possible writing up, firing. These school districts, you usually had to have done something to a student. Now, maybe the one who planned this idea may take most of the heat. Now, the ones who just participated, they may get written up or disciplinary action, but they won't be fired. But the one who planned the whole thing and it created this idea of the border wall and what have you might take most of the heat for it. And so I'm knowing this, but anyway, so this is a story right here. So it just doesn't end with these schools, does it? So it just seems like it's gotten far out of control. And so this is what kind of things are happening in these schools. It's just, yeah, it doesn't stop. It doesn't matter, you know, who it is. It's like it happens straight across the board. You have this going on in a lot of places. And they say that this was tasteless, but the thing is that because these teachers, they didn't physically do any harm to any child, it may be disciplinary action more more than likely. So with that being said, what do you think about this story? It's, I would just tell you there's a lot more schools where a lot of things are going on. This is another incident to throw in the pot of other incidences. Having said that, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for listening.